Hi there team, we're going to look at how we might use Camtasia on the Mac computers in order to make a screencast. It's going to be quite a simple video. First of all, you're going to need to make a lesson slide, so just make up a mock lesson slide. I've got a lesson on electricity here, so make sure you've made something similar to that you can show your students, that can be your mock lesson. Okay, don't be too fancy, we're just experimenting with the program itself, so just go and make yourself some sort of lesson slides, and let's assume that you've done that and you've come back to watch the video now. So we're going to record the screen and your voice. So to do that, using Camtasia, we've got to open up Camtasia, so type in Camtasia, okay, and sometimes it doesn't bring it up. You've got to go up to Camtasia over here and go File, New Project, and then it should come on the screen. Now I will say that my video is going to be more than adequate to start making videos, but the best instructions here under Help, and when you go to Tutorial Viewer, there's about 10 or so videos that go quite deep into the program and all the very cool things it can do. Okay, but just for starters, my video is great. So let's learn how to make a basic video. Come off here and you want to click on record to record the screen. So open recorder, and there you go, there's my handsome face. I suggest you have your face in the video. The students tend to like it. You don't have to, you can turn it off there, or you can bring it back. And if this isn't going up and down when you're talking, that's a problem. So you need to make sure that you've chosen the right audio. I've got the built-in microphone picking up my volume right now. Okay, up and down, great. So now you click on record to start filming, and here we go. Okay, the lesson has now been filmed. So for example, welcome students to electricity. We're going to be learning about electron circuits, conductors, insulators, volts and light bulbs, all with Mr. Burns. Fantastic, guys. Let's go on here to the next page. Let's talk about what is electricity. Well, to know what electricity is, we've got to understand what atoms are. Okay, and so forth. Just stepping out of the lesson, team. A great thing that Camtasia allows you to do is to pause, so you can pause the recording. So I'll show you how to do that now. You go up to this little film strip icon here, which is actually the Camtasia recorder. Okay, that's the program itself. That's the icon that represents the program. You click on that and you can go pause. Okay, and I've just unpaused it. Pausing is really useful because it allows you to gather your thoughts when you're a bit flustered. Perhaps you're not sure what to say next in the lesson, or it allows you to add diagrams or graphics to your slide. For example, you should now see the circle and the two triangles there, and they've appeared as if by magic. Okay, so let's assume we've completed the lesson now, so you can go up to your little Camtasia icon again, and you can choose stop recording this time. You'll notice there's also keyboard combinations that will do that for you if you don't want to use the icon, but I like to use the icon. So let's choose stop recording, and this screen's useful. I choose to keep this screen up. It gives me lots of options if I like to have a look at some of the things about the program, but for now we'll close it. And there's your recording. Okay, so if you want to edit your recording, the simplest way to do it is, well, you might want to watch it through, so let's watch it. Okay, the lesson is now being filmed. So, for example, okay, that's enough. And here's your entire video. The top is the audio, and here is the audio, is what I'm saying to you, and this bottom bit here is the video. Okay, so let's say we wanted to cut a bit out. Let's say we wanted to cut the beginning bit out. For some reason it wasn't good enough. What you do is you go to the bit of the video you want to cut out, and you hold down Shift, then you drag this icon, and you see how it all goes blue? Okay. Then you right click on that or double click, and if you choose delete range, it'll just cut it out. But if you choose a ripple delete range, it cuts it out and moves everything up, which is what is much better. Okay. So that's cut out the messy bit at the beginning that we didn't like. You can do that in the middle. It doesn't have to be at the beginning. Look, here you go. Shift, drag that up, ripple delete range. Okay, and that's really useful if you've made mistakes or you just want to get rid of certain bits of the video, and I do that all the time. You might see this nonsense around the edge here. It's not terribly distracting, but you might want to remove it anyway. So if you click on this little border icon down there, that activates the editing function in here, and you can move this up. See that? You can move this in. Okay, you can move it in again over here, and you can see what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of anything that might distract the student. So I'm getting rid of that pause and record thing now as well, so that's probably a good idea. Okay, and then unclick that, so that takes the editing function off. And you can see, so they're assuming there's our video. Now, of course, it's just a mock lesson. It's not a perfect lesson, but it's a basic tutorial of how to use the program, and I do encourage you to explore it and have a bit of a go, and then I really do encourage you to spend some time watching the tutorial viewers, because there are some marvelous things you can do with annotations, with transitions, with animations and effects with this program. Okay guys, you've made the video, that's great. You're going to have to save it, so File, Save As, okay, give it a name. I'd call it, Test 1, right, and you save it wherever you want. I'm sure you know how to save. I'm going to save it on the desktop. Perhaps under a folder, maybe make a Camtasia folder. Camtasia tests. Okay, there you go. On the desktop, there it is. It's going right in there. And that saves as a Camtasia project. It means you can actually still edit it. See how it says CM project? It means it's editable. All right. If you actually are ready to upload that to YouTube, then, well, that's another video. Actually, I'll have to show you how that happens. Perhaps you just want to make an MP4 file and just place that on your desktop. Perhaps you're happy with the video and you just want the video itself done, formatted on your desktop. Then you can go Share, and you go to Export, and it's going to make an MP4 of that. See that? And I'll just put it in the same folder, Camtasia tests. And so now it's going to actually just make that video. It's going to change it from a Camtasia project, you see that, into an actual MP4, which is a finalized video. And then you could actually upload that video to YouTube or screencast.com. Okay guys, I hope that's been an adequate demonstration of just how to start to get into the Camtasia program. Plenty more to go on with, and I do encourage you to have a poke around with these viewers and have just an experiment, because there's so much you can learn from experimentation. Okay, thanks for watching.